Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the station. Welcome back to the channel. It's one half of the Wake Up Crew. Ray G here to talk some NFL prop plays over on PRIZEPICKS for this Sunday, September the 25th, 2022, Week 3 slate. And excited to dive in with you. We're going to talk through a couple of different options today. As always, we don't make you pay for picks. We just ask that you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, like the content, and let us know in the comments below who you're rocking with today. Let us know some plays we may have missed, some things you have found, but the theme for this Sunday for me is I want to target opportunity, literally. That's all I want. I don't care about the outcome. Yes, I want to see Jalen Waddle ball out. Yes, I want to see Michael Thomas go nuts for my fantasy team, but for what we're looking at today, I just want to target opportunity, which I know I can't tell you if Tyreek Hill is going to go out there and catch, enough passes to go for 190 yards again versus a depleted Buffalo Bills secondary. But what I can tell you with damn near absolute certainty is he's going to be throwing the ball and throwing the ball often, as well as some other players. So we're targeting opportunity today. So let's pull up the board. Let's pull up the PrizePicks board and start with one fantasy score play, super chalky. Our projection model, we have Kupp projected at 26 fantasy score today. So to see him on the board at PrizePicks at 23.5, Arizona secondary is bad. Kupp is going to get his, right? Every week, it's just like 10 receptions, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns for Kupp. You know, you see what he's done the first 2 weeks of the season, 32.8, 31.8, and it's not changing. I love Kupp's fantasy score. Honestly, this is probably the most confident play on the board for me is Kupp's fantasy score, but some people don't dabble in fantasy score. You can't bet it, but this is what I like. I like Kupp's fantasy score more than 23 on the day. But let's go to the opportunity because I said we're going to target opportunity, and that right there is, you need the result, right? But let's target some, let's take a look at some receiving target plays that I really like, and I am going to start in Miami with both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Tyreek Hill more than 8. Jalen Waddle more than 7.5. If I had to pick one or the other, it would be Jalen Waddle because I only need him to get 8. Tyreek has to hit 9, but I like both of these numbers. Let's go to props.cash and pull up Tyreek Hill involvement so far this season. And you see, this is the part that's a little concerning, right, is the offensive snaps. 40 out of 60, 54 out of 71. But when he's on the field, and you see the targets right here, Week 1, 12 targets. Week 2, 13 targets. We know the Buffalo Bills secondary is depleted. Tyreek Hill, both of his target number, I like the 8, but would prefer Jalen Waddle. And let me show you why. Jalen Waddle, let's just pull up Waddle. And about the same amount of offensive snaps as Tyreek Hill. He had 5 in Week 1, 19 targets last week. And this game is still projected to, even with Buffalo being down secondary defenders, still a 53.5 over-under projection total on DraftKings Sportsbook. So it's the Josh Allen show, man. This could be a high-scoring game with Buffalo's defense being decimated in Miami. They gave up a ton of points to Lamar Jackson. And I talked about this touchdown play with my man DFS and Donuts, Mitch Carl. Shout out to Mitch and my Spari. We use their projections. Josh Allen, more than 2.5 receiving, rushing, and passing touchdowns. Love those. If I had to take one out, I wanted to talk through some opportunity. Take out Tyreek, Waddle, Josh Allen, Kupp fantasy score. Nice 3 plays that I really like. Waddle, his target 7.5. Allen 2.5 touchdowns. I mean, this is what it was set at last week on Monday night versus Tennessee. He smashed that, and they took him out in the damn third quarter. Midway through the third quarter, going into the fourth, they just sat all the starters. So Josh Allen is playing on an entirely different planet as everybody else in the NFL right now. So kind of chalky with Kupp and Josh Allen, but you know what? Chalk wins you over here on PrizePicks, and I'm not looking for plus 500, plus 600 plays over on PrizePicks. I'm trying to find minus money, and that's what I want to do. There's no point. You're not getting any of that juice going after those plus bets. So Josh Allen, more than 2.5 passing, rushing, and receiving touchdowns. Love it. Jalen Waddle's targets at 7.5 as well. And let's dive back into those targets. Talk about the man who's on the thumbnail, Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel sitting at 6 targets right now. You got to get him. He's got to hit 7 for this play to come to fruition. And let's just take a look at Curtis Samuel's involvement so far this season. I mean, he's crushed his reception prop. We've talked about this with Mitch Carl as well. He's playing a healthy amount of snaps. 11 targets, 9 targets, week 1 and week 2. I know we all love Jahan Dotson, the young rookie, but right now Curtis Samuel is getting that Deebo Samuel treatment in Washington in a game where there should be points scored in this one with Philadelphia on the other side of the ball. You got Darius Slay potentially matching up with Terry McLaurin, James Bradbury maybe on the other side against Jahan Dotson, which leaves Curtis Samuel in the slot. High-scoring affair. I anticipate this one. And Curtis Samuel, his involvement isn't going anywhere. The only thing is you just stay healthy. We'll knock on some wood. Stay healthy, Curtis Samuel. But I do love this play, and I'm making sure this is locked in as a core 4 for me when I mix and match these over on PrizePicks. Now, let's clear this. So let me put Kupp back up here so you can see the what I like right here. Cooper Kupp, fantasy score. Here we go. So Jalen Waddle, more than 7.5 targets. Josh Allen, more than 2.5 touchdowns. Curtis Samuel, more than 6 targets. And Cooper Kupp's fantasy score at 23. I like all 4 of those plays, and we'll be mix and matching these 4 plays today. Also, let's go to the tackles and assisted tackle plays. And the first name that I want to target is the safety for the Houston Texans, Jonathan Owens. Jonathan Owens has been balling. This game versus the Chicago Bears should just be ugly. The weather is bad in Chicago. It's windy. It's not good weather once again. Chicago Bears throw the ball. What is this? The least amount of pass attempts per game so far in the NFL, and they run the ball the 6th most times in the NFL. David Montgomery should have more than enough opportunity to run the ball. You see his rushing attempts prop over here on PrizePicks is 17 rush attempts for David Montgomery. And let's go to Jonathan Owens for people who are a little new to the defensive stats plays. Let's go to Jonathan Owens, tackles and assists, and look at what he's done so far. Playing every damn snap, every snap, overtime or just regulation. 92 snaps in week 1 versus Indy, 72 snaps versus Denver. Both teams a run-oriented offense, and this is what he did. 15 tackles in week 1 and 10 tackles in week 2. When I'm targeting these defensive tackles and assisted tackle props, for me, my process is strong safeties. John Johnson has cashed every time we play John Johnson, whether it's on Thursday night or Sunday, it's cashed. It got close last week, but that safety that's playing close to the box, and really Grant Delpit is more of that safety for Cleveland, but Jonathan Owens is that guy for Houston. He's playing every snap. On the books, it's juice to the under. I'm not worried about it. The conditions are not ideal to throw the ball, and quite frankly, the Chicago Bears don't want Justin Fields throwing the ball a ton. So if I had to pick a non-offensive player confidence pick, it's definitely Jonathan Owens. I am running Jonathan Owens today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You've got 2 linebackers from the same team that both look outstanding. And this is Jordan Brooks, Seattle Seahawks. The number on PrizePicks is 9.5. And let me just pull that up real quick. Brooks, and this number actually fell. It was 10 last week, and now they're giving us 9.5. Go back to props.cash and just look at this. Every snap, hit. Got to go back to whatever week this was versus Jacksonville where he had 8 tackles, right? The hit rate is outstanding for Jordan Brooks. He's one of the best young linebackers in the NFL. He's on the field every single snap. Love Jordan Brooks today, as well as his running mate. Shout out to one of my patrons who brought this one up to my attention. But Cody Barton as well, playing damn near every snap. Same team, little less. He's got to do a little less than Jordan Brooks. So I would prefer Barton to Brooks. But he's hit this back-to-back weeks, 10 and 11. He's on the field every snap, sideline to sideline linebacker. These are the players that I want to target with these tackles and assisted tackle plays. So let's pull up old Cody Barton over here on PrizePicks. There it is, 7.5. More than 7.5 for Barton, more than Brooks. If I had to rank it, it would be Owens, Barton, And then I would put Jordan Brooks. I may have called him Dylan Brooks at one point, thinking a little NBA Memphis Grizzlies, but Jordan Brooks on the board as well. The last one I want to throw out there, but I'm gonna say not a super high pick. But if you just want forward to mix and match, Pete Werner from the New Orleans Saints has been outstanding. He is turning into one of the best young linebackers in the NFL. The problem is Carolina runs the ball almost some of the fewest times in the NFL. They're only averaging about 21 rush attempts per game, and they're also not throwing the ball a lot either, which is problematic. Atlanta, just so I can talk about the Atlanta Falcons, I didn't divulge that, but they're 25th in pass attempts and 4th in the NFL in rush attempts. So plenty of opportunity for Barton and Brooks to rack up those tackles. Love Pete Werner. This would probably be the least confident play, but if you wanted 4, you could roll Pete Werner out there. But these are the 3 defensive players that I'm targeting today: Jonathan Owens, Cody Barton, Jordan Brooks on the defensive side of the ball. Please, I don't know how many times I have to continue to tell people, I am not 5-pick flexing all of these plays, man. I power play, 2-pick power play. It's plus 400. The way that PrizePicks does this, you got to hit that parlay. Take what you like. Don't take everything. If you feel confident about Allen, you don't want to touch the defensive guys, I get it. If you love the defensive plays, I love them. I am going to run them every single week. Take what you like, leave what you don't like. There you go. There's the process, walking through it. Free picks, free plays, free analysis. All I do is ask that you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, like the content, and comment below. Let me know what you think about the plays that we talked about today. As always, if you tail, give PrizePicks hell, and if we fail, don't bail. Enjoy Sunday football. Good luck, and let's get some money, baby. We'll be back on Monday. I'm out. Peace.